October 30th, 1961. Above the Arctic Circle, a Soviet bomber released a weapon of unimaginable power. The Tsar Bomba, the most powerful nuclear device ever detonated, ripped through the sky. Its fireball, a miniature sun, stretched for miles. The mushroom cloud climbed 40 miles high, visible for hundreds of miles. This test sent shockwaves around the world, a stark reminder of the destructive power we had unleashed. The Tsar Bomba was not a weapon of war, but a statement, a testament to the almost mythical power coveted by superpowers during the Cold War. Yet this awesome display held within it the potential to end civilization. The scientists, engineers and pilots understood the gravity of their creation. The test forced us to confront the terrifying reality of nuclear war. The Tsar Bomba stands as a monument to our capacity for both creation and annihilation. The bombs dropped on Hiroshima and Nagasaki offered a terrifying glimpse into the nuclear age. Little Boy detonated over Hiroshima unleashed an explosive energy equivalent to 15,000 tons of TNT. Fat Man dropped on Nagasaki was even more powerful, equivalent to 21,000 tons of TNT. These bombs were dwarfed by the Tsar Bomba, with a yield of 50 megatons, equivalent to 50 million tons of TNT. The heat from the blast vaporized everything in its path. The shockwave leveled buildings and generated a seismic shock felt around the world. If detonated over a modern city, the Tsar Bomba would obliterate everything within a 20-mile radius. The immediate death toll would be catastrophic, measured in the hundreds of thousands, if not millions. The true horror of nuclear weapons extends far beyond the initial blast. Radiation poisoning contaminates the environment and inflicts agonizing deaths on those exposed. Cancer rates skyrocket, birth defects become commonplace, and entire generations bear the genetic scars. The Hiroshima and Nagasaki bombings left behind a legacy of suffering. Thousands of survivors faced lifelong health complications. The psychological trauma continues to affect generations. The Tsar Bomba, thankfully, was detonated in a remote location. But its test served as a stark warning. A nuclear detonation over a populated area would have far-reaching consequences. The long-term impacts of nuclear weapons are a sobering reminder of their enduring destructiveness. Imagine a map. At its center, a red circle marking Hiroshima's near-total destruction zone, a radius of about 1 mile. Now another circle, larger, encompassing Nagasaki's devastation, about 1.6 miles across. These circles represent tens of thousands of lives instantly extinguished. Now picture a third circle, stretching outward for 20 miles. This monstrous circle represents the potential devastation zone of the Tsar Bomba. Major cities, swallowed whole by this circle, disappear. Entire populations vanish in the blink of an eye. The visual comparison is stark, the implications horrifying. The Tsar Bomba's destructive power highlights the terrifying reality of our nuclear capabilities. We must move beyond the Cold War mentality and strive for disarmament. The Tsar Bomba, a chilling symbol of Cold War paranoia, reminds us of the precariousness of our existence. We stand at a precipice, the abyss of nuclear annihilation looming large. The only path forward is disarmament. We must dismantle these instruments of annihilation for ourselves and future generations. The Treaty on the Non-Proliferation of Nuclear Weapons needs strengthening and unwavering commitment. Global cooperation is the bedrock of our survival. We need dialogue, not threats, understanding, not suspicion. The stakes are simply too high for anything less. We must demand accountability from our leaders, push for transparency in nuclear arsenals, and advocate for peaceful resolutions to conflict. The power to shape our destiny rests in our collective hands. Let us choose wisely. Hiroshima and Nagasaki stand as grim reminders of the devastation these weapons can inflict. The haunting images and stories of loss and survival serve as a stark warning. We must learn from the past, lest we are doomed to repeat it. The Tsar Bomba underscores the urgency of our situation. We cannot afford to become numb to the threat. The human cost is simply too high. Every life extinguished, every city destroyed, every dream shattered is a testament to our collective failure. We have the power to change course, to choose a different path. The legacy we leave behind will be defined by the choices we make today. Let us choose life over annihilation, hope over despair, and build a future worthy of our children's dreams.